Hey everyone, welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. Now in today's video we're going to be going over the 3 things that we go over on the channel each and every single day. So let's go ahead and get started. But if you guys are enjoying these videos and want to continue seeing these videos, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also don't forget to share these videos with everyone that you know and everywhere that you possibly can. Because as the channel does grow, eventually I can do more tutorials for you guys, whether it's here in Red Dead Online or other games that come up here in the near future, or whatever it might be. That's going to be the best way that we can go ahead and do it, along with some giveaways. But anyway, let's go and get started. We're going to be starting with the collection sets and their current cycles, and we're going to go and move on from there. Anyway, let's go start with everything with the field shovel first of all. That's going to be the fossils. That will be a part of cycle number 1. We have the loss of jewelry at cycle number 2. The arrowheads at cycle number 1, the family heirlooms at cycle number 2, and then the coins at cycle number 2 as well. Now the next 4 sets that I'm about to go over, you don't even need to be a collector at all in order to collect them, but you do need to be a collector in order to sell them, so I definitely recommend that you guys get that collector bag as soon as you possibly can. And apparently just walking through that little bit of the ducks, I killed 2 of them. I guess that's realistic. Anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about I guess the rest of the daily challenges, or not the daily challenges, but the collection sets. We got the American Wildflowers at cycle number 1, tarot cards at cycle number 3, antique alcohol bottles at cycle number 3, and then the bird eggs at cycle number 3. So yes, I definitely recommend that you guys get that collector bag as soon as you possibly can, because if you guys want to make money here in Red Dead Online, that is going to be the best way to do it. Alright, daily challenge time. We got, starting with the daily general challenges, we got crafted a tonic, 1 Hamish Sinclair mission completed. We've got 5 non-player enemies killed at long range, 5 perch caught, 3 player kills with a revolver in free roam events. We have 3 player kills with explosives in free roam events, and then 5 Prairie Puppies picked. The bounty hunter roll, we got 2 bounties completed within 1 real world hour, 2 bounties completed with at least 1 other posse member, and then 2 bounty targets tagged with tracking arrows. The trader roll, we got 3 camp stews eaten, 20 donations to Crips, and then 6 large animal carcasses donated to Crips. The collector roll, we have 3 antique alcohol bottles found, 3 family heirlooms found, and then 3 tarot cards found. The moonshiner roll, we got 1 completed special moonshine recipe, 2 crafted toxic moonshine, and then 1 moonshine sold with at least 18 bottles intact. And then the naturalist roll, we got don't kill any animal for 24 game hours, 3 farmland animal samples taken, and then 2 hearty tonics used when too hot or too cold. Alright, let's go ahead and break these down for you guys. So craft a tonic. Honestly, you just need to get whatever ingredients that you're going to be working on, and then you're just going to use any of the fires. It doesn't matter if it's the wilderness camp, your camp, or any of the other randomly placed fires throughout the world. Just go ahead and craft any tonic that you would like, as long as you guys have the necessary ingredients in order to craft whatever one you want. And then Hamish Sinclair mission. Hamish Sinclair is actually going to be up by O'Crea's Run. This is actually his location right here. I don't know why it went back to stranger for me, but I've completed all of these missions, so I don't really know why he's a stranger to me again. But that's where you guys can find him at. Let's complete one of his missions. And then we got 5 non-player enemies killed at long range. So usually the best way to do this one, in my opinion, is to actually go down to Tumbleweed. I guess I don't really need to show it to you guys, but or whatever distance you really can, and then start a fight with, or get wanted by the law, and then just take out the lawman with a sniper rifle. That's usually the best way, and you can do this anywhere that you have a really good line of sight. So it really doesn't matter where you guys do this at. That one's pretty easy to do. I just like to get up on top of the the gunsmith down in Tumbleweed, because then you can see pretty much everywhere that you need to around Tumbleweed, no matter what direction they come from. We got 3 player kills with the revolver in free roam events, and then 3 player kills with explosives in free roam events. And these 2 could definitely be done together, because you guys could use like a Lamat revolver or the Navy revolver, and then go ahead and use explosive rounds with that. And then these 2 would count towards for each other. So you can get both of these done, including the gold that you earn from completing that free roam event as well. And then we got 5 Prairie Poppies picked. There's only 2 real locations that you guys can find Prairie Poppies. And I'm going to go over the one that I like to go to, which is actually just outside of Blackwater. There's quite a few locations right here, but the other spot that you can usually find it down is in the New Austin area. But I'm just going to go ahead and mark some of the places that I know of around this area, and there's a lot more than what I'm going to mark. So just be well aware of that. If this is going to be you know, if you're not going to use the specific locations that I'm going to be showing you guys here today on the map. But this, I'm going to give you guys plenty of options for prairie poppies picked. So there you go. Plenty of prairie poppies, because they always spawn in about 2 or 3 in each of those groups. Moving on to the bounty hunter role, we got 2 bounties completed within 1 real world hour. So basically just do 2 bounties as fast as you possibly can. That way you can guarantee them. And then if you do them with at least 1 other posse member, then you guys can get these 2 done completed at the exact same time. And then if you tag a bounty with a tracking arrow, then you can actually get all 3 of them done, you know, within 2 of the bounties. Now, the only time that you're ever going to use tracking arrows anyway, in my opinion, is for daily challenges. So if you guys haven't purchased the pamphlet, you might want to reconsider buying it, because you're really not going to use it. And number 1, it's really expensive. It's like $500 or $600. And number 2, with how little the gold payout is, and I've been on a longer of my streak since the reset has happened, and I'm only still getting 0.2, which is what the minimum used to be, which is pretty ridiculous. So I don't know if it's really worth it to do anything that's revolving around any of the pamphlets. We got 3 camp stews eaten for the trader roll. So you can, as long as you have the stew pot, you can go there and eat the base quality stew. Otherwise, you can create your own stew if you would like. It's up to you what you would like to do. 20 donations to Crips. I like to actually use any of the feathers. So flight feathers, like goose, duck, I guess heron, egret, things like that. If it flies, it dies. It's kind of the motto here. And then just donate those feathers. 6 large animal carcasses donated to Crips. Obviously, if you want to do 14 of the feathers and then 6 of the large animal carcasses, and that's going to be anything on the back of the horse, so deer, pronghorn, cougar, panther, things like that. But it's got to be the full carcass and not just the hide. So unfortunately, the alligators and bears won't count for this today. The collector roll, we got 3 antique alcohol bottles found. Again, antique alcohol bottles will be a part of cycle number 3. Family heirlooms will be a part of cycle number 2. And then the tarot cards will also be a part of cycle number 3 for today. Now, just in case you guys need to know where Madame Nazar is at, and for whatever reasons, people seem to not pay attention to where Madame Nazar is at, because I've been asked multiple times by multiple people where she is actually located. And she's actually located down here in Montica Falls today. Just to let you guys know, Madame Nazar is not actually the focus of this video. The daily challenge overview and all 3 of the things going over them are the focus. It's not really a Madame Nazar specific video. So I guess the only thing I'm going to say about that is I used to actually do Madame Nazar on her own, but I focus on so many other videos that I don't really want to release like 5 videos a day. So I just don't really want to do it, considering that YouTube actually only promotes 3 of them per day. And it's your first 3 of each day. And considering that this starts out at a midnight release, my first 2 videos would be the videos that I'm actually not necessarily always trying to focus on. I hope that makes sense for the people that keep asking me those questions and why I don't separate them and why I don't put Madame Nazar at the beginning. So, because it's not the focus. So, get over it. That's all I'm going to say. All right, moving on to the next one is going to be the Moonshiner Roll. We got 1 completed special moonshine recipe. Whatever you want to complete, you got 3 options. You got the Caribbean rum, Creek plum, or Argarita flower. Crafted toxic moonshine. This kind of goes along with the tracking arrow. You're not only going to use it for the daily challenges anyway, so it's up to you if you really want to spend the money to get it. I don't think it's worth it anymore, to be 100% honest. And then we got 1 moonshine sold with at least 18 bottles intact. So basically doing the delivery of the moonshine as careful as you possibly can. And then last but not least, we got the naturalist roll. So we got don't kill any animal for 24 game hours. So I guess the geese that I ran over, the ducks that I ran over didn't count for that. So that actually worked out pretty good in my favor. 3 farmland animal samples. I'm really close to Emerald Ranch, which is right over there. There's cows, ox, sheep, goats all over there. Otherwise, you can go to Valentine. That's another good spot for them. And you can find sheep and pigs over there. And then 2 hardy tonics crafted when too hot or too cold. Again, I don't really see the purpose of this one ever either. So I've really, even when the gold was at 0.5, I never did it. So especially when it's lower paying gold, I'll never do it. I never will. I think it's just completely pointless. I think the pamphlets through Harriet are kind of a joke. And I think that they are way too expensive, to be completely honest. And if it is something that you want to participate in, just buy it. And then, like, not buy the pamphlet, just buy the hardy tonic and then use it whenever you're too hot or too cold. So, virtually, it's going into the winter with non-winter weather, and then going into New Austin with winter weather, ultimately, is what you would be doing. But that is everything done, gone over, and covered. We went over Mad Nazar's location, we went over the daily challenges, and we also went over all the collection sets and their current cycles. But if you guys do have any questions regarding anything that we went over in today's video, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.